Hello, everyone. It is
Bridging Black Love with Misha
Dr. Jacqueline,
and
and we are here for another fun episode with you guys. Tonight, we're going to be talking about evolving friendships. Tell them a little bit more about it, Misha, if you don't mind.
what about your friends? So let's, we're getting older. we're up there. And some of our friendships have been these lifelong friendships. You pick up friendships along the way. Friendships shift, people change. Sometimes time and space changes friendships. How do you deal with friendships that have either run their course or need to kind of change course just based on interest, etc.? What has been your experience with shifting friendships?
Woo, for myself, I have
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of the same friends for most of my life. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Friends from one girl, we knew each other. We went to preschool together, but then we didn't become friends till elementary. So a lot of these same people, elementary, junior high, high school, college, med school, and my adult life. So I'm very thankful that the people that I call friends have been friends and we've been able to hold it together. But I do have a couple of friendships that have changed within the past couple of years. And it's been, people always came and went in their seasons, I believe, to friendships, but it's been a lot
Mm-hmm.
more of a shift lately for myself that I've noticed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say for me, I never have had a lot of friends. A lot of my friendships were within family, so cousins as best friends, etc. So the friendships that I do have are very few. I can honestly count my real friendships on one hand. And they have been, since elementary school. I met, several years ago. So we met as adults. I think you're actually my only really close friend that I've met as an adult. I do have I call like second level friends. We met through travels or mutual interests, and they kind of never matured to the same type of friendships that I have with my few. So the friendships that I've had with the few, I'm thankful that they've kind of weathered the storm, because they're the type of friendships that, I hate to say it, low maintenance friendships. I'm really bad about keeping in contact, but those friends that have loved me for all these years, they kind of know that love hadn't changed or doesn't change because we don't speak. Usually when we're back in each other's presence or back on the phone, is typically like we haven't missed a beat. There have been times when I felt like we really didn't have the same interests so much, and so then I kind of had to do things with other circles and have struggled to kind of like create a new connection point with those friendships, because like, kind of, if you fall out of like mutual interest, how do you foster those friendships?
Yeah. And okay, one day we're going to have to tell you a story of how Misha and I became friends. Okay. That's a funny story. Well, it's not a funny story. It's just a funny occurrence. But here we are. Here we are after I just tackled her with my love, and here we are. Anyway, um, but for me, like the changing friendships, of course, I've lost some people along the way, shifting from like one grade level to another, one school to another, one state to another. I've lived in lots of places. But some of the relationships that I've had for years, and now they're starting to change. Some of them, I'm like, like it's almost like it's part way like a breakup. You know what I'm saying? And you
Mhm.
see, and I think it's so hard for me to see somebody fall out of love with me. And
Mhm.
it's like, it's like you think you have this great relationship with somebody, but you see them starting to pull back, and they pull
Right.
love back just a little bit, and then a little inch more, and then a little inch more, and it's a yard,
Mhm.
and it's a foot. Wait, oh, yard is longer than the foot. Never mind. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just until it's just there's miles in between you guys.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a hard thing for me with friendships. Um,
Mhm.
with some people in some friendships, it's been hard to see that line go back,
Mhm.
especially when I feel like, wait, don't leave me. Why don't you love me anymore? You know,
Mhm. How do you go about kind of either reconnecting or fostering like a new friendship?
well,
Because I kind of feel like you have to fall in, not love, and like with this friend again, like who we are today. Like, how do I kind of learn who you are today and see how we can reconnect
mm-hmm. And I
with
think
some of those old friends?
for me, one of my biggest things, and if she was here, she'll tell you, my BFF of 100,000 years, Nakia, like,
Mhm.
um, we did have a falling out where I hurt her feelings very badly. And, we didn't speak for a while. And
Mhm.
then, it was just a matter of me, no, like trying to reach out. And then she reached out to me.
Mhm.
And we got to talk about it. And it,
Mhm.
helped bridge the gap so she could see that although I'd hurt her feelings, I truly did not realize it, but I'm
Mhm.
apologetic for that. And there's some people who are, they've evolved. They've evolved. They're doing different things in their lives as we all have a right to do. We
Mhm.
all are like, you know, caterpillars,
Mhm.
butterflies. So some people have felt like, when they meet new people that I may not fit their life anymore. And I have
Mhm.
to be okay with that. And like, and these things are like they're important to me, but
Mhm.
I don't know how to get back to a broken friendship other than trying to see where it is. But sometimes people don't want to let you in and they don't want that
Mhm.
friendship. And I have to be okay with that too. Some people want that. F you.
Yeah.
I don't need this friendship. But I have to realize everybody's where they're at. So even if somebody's acting weird, um,
Mhm.
I feel like they've pulled back a little bit, they've changed. Sometimes I want to give them the opportunity to kind of so I can understand where they're coming from.
Right. Right. Yeah, and I think I'm thankful that I haven't had that situation too much. I think I kind of pick weird friends. We're all kind of a little strange. So
Love it,
I,
cookie.
I feel like I've had very forgiving friendships. Like we kind of forgive each other for being out of pocket or out of touch. Um, and as I get older and relocating to a new state, I definitely, although I don't necessarily show it in daily actions of like communicating with all of my friends, I really, really value those friendships more than I ever knew I did because like I don't readily make friends. I associate with people and I'm very personable, but I don't deeply connect with everybody. So I really value those friendships, even the ones that have morphed. Um, Even the ones that have morphed, I think that, I'm always really excited and are looking forward to that reconnection. But sometimes I struggle with like, I want my friends to know that I love them, but I'm not the best at showing it on a regular basis, like by staying regularly connected. I just kind of hope that they know that love hasn't changed. So yeah, I'm kind of struggling with that. Like, how do I authentically stay connected to those friends, knowing that we're in different times, spaces, and have different interests. Like, so that's definitely something that's always kind of on my mind.
Mhm. And I think like if you really care about somebody, honestly, you want the best for them. You want to see them
Mhm.
well. You want to see, and so connecting, like you said, with your really good friends, and we have this conversation all the time. And there are those people that you really, really, really cherish their friendships, and you're a good friend with them.
Mhm.
Those first tier friends,
Mhm.
not them second string friends, but and I think like you're mindful of like trying to just they know who you are, and so they understand
Mhm.
it, and you try to and you're gracious, I'm sure, when you reach out
Mhm.
to them and they understand that it's genuine and authentic, because I could just speak to somebody every day and it doesn't mean that it's an authentic connection.
Right.
And
Right.
so with those that know that are good friends of mine, I hope they know that it's a genuine thing. And it's a
Yeah.
genuine thing. And I think that helps make it so that you can come back through those long absences, or even
Yeah.
they can forgive you for something that, you did to them.
Yeah. And I think, I really want to be more deliberate about, because I don't want those friends to have to, I don't want to take for granted that
Mm-hmm.
they know I love them, that they know that I look forward to seeing them when time has passed. Sometimes we all want to know, like, we want the evidence that love is still there. So, like, I really do want to make an effort to be more present in my friendships and not take for granted that people are just going to welcome me back with open arms after 2 years and not calling, knowing that I love them the same, because even though I feel like they know, maybe they don't.
Yeah,
So,
and that's a very real thing, because I will love bomb somebody in a moment. I'll be like, girl, randomly on a Tuesday, I love you. And that's all it is. Like, even with my cousins, for me to stay present with people that I don't speak to every day, me just checking on you, like, oh, just send you a message, just checking on you, seeing how you're doing. That's it. I try to do those, or even just random, like, hey, thinking of you, love you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, life is short. We are getting older, and unfortunately, people younger than us have left this earth. And so I think that it's just sometimes those little love bombs, but I'm a love bomber. I love to just sprinkle little loves on everybody. But those little loves, I think, and those genuine, like, hey girl, just saying, hey girl, or hey guy, don't really want anything, just love you. And then, like, I love you. Hope your husband's well. Hope your children are well, even by name. I do that all the time. Like, I'm wishing you, Fred, Matilda, and Joey, the best. That's it. Kind of like a
right.
Christmas card.
Yeah.
Christmas
And I
card
just
is
think,
almost 10.
that people are supposed to feel my love by osmosis. It's like, I love you, but it's like, let me be more present. Let me let you know. Let me make sure you know.
Yeah.
Because I'll be sending my love in all kind of ways, but y'all may not never know.
You send it to the universe, and I feel it.
I just be putting it out there, and you're just supposed to feel it and know it. But I need to be more deliberate about letting it be known. Yeah.
So, and one thing I always say, and it's very true, is reason, season, lifetime. And even some people I'm not friends with any longer, it's like a relationship to me. Hopefully, especially as I get older, relationships are something I value so much. And if I'm going to get into one, it's serious. So with that being said, it's I realize reason, seasons, lifetime, and people, it's a reason why we became friends. There was something we needed to learn from one another. And
Right.
some people are just a season, and that season is for whatever season it was. And I told you about a friendship that lasted its season, and it was really like an abrupt, like, almost end. And so I have to realize that was a season of that time. And
Right.
that doesn't make either one of us bad people. It's just our season. And then there's some people that I know until I close my eyes or they close their eyes permanently, they will feel it by osmosis, and I will receive it by osmosis.
Right.
And even if I get married at 102, they're gonna come and dance at my wedding if they're alive.
Okay.
All alive.
I'm bringing my walker.
In our mechanical hips, you know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord, I'm gonna give me a whole new hip to be there.
I'm serious. So yeah. So and even before you go to bed tonight, just reach out to one of your friends, even by text, and say, "Hey, girl, good night, love you,
Right.
thinking of you."
Right. Absolutely.
This is my osmosis through my fingertips.
Right. Right. Let me put it in practice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or even just a Happy New Year text is still the Happy New Year. So then you don't have to feel weird. You're like, hey, girl, the New Year. New me, whatever. I don't know what people say for New Year's. I say Happy New Year.
I don't know. I feel like since we didn't really have a 2020, I'm the same new me that I was last year at this time. We're just gonna reset. We press reset.
I'm on 2019 at this point. I'm like, I don't even know. We somewhere because
it's 2020 for me. I'm getting a redo.
It truly is. So thank you guys for being with us. Drop your comments below about what you've done or how it's been done, but a friendship has evolved for you.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.